Welcome back to Celebrial, the place where the culture talks loud, the jokes hit harder, and nothing stays in the shadows for long. And tonight's story? Oh, this one came with smoke the second the stream went live. The moment Mase and Cam'ron popped up on screen, you could feel the chaos loading like a countdown. The chat was warming up, the viewers were locked in, and you just knew somebody was about to get roasted. And sure enough, the target of the night, Dame Dash, again. Cam leaned in with that classic Harlem smirk, eyes glowing like he was sitting on a bombshell.
Killer, what's
Murder,
good,
what's good,
man?
bro? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. There's a lot going on, man.
What's going on now?
I don't know.
I gotta stop, B. I'm not doing all this corny shit no more. I'm done with it. I'm gonna just sue you. I'm not gonna look like a clown no more. Cause I gotta defend myself in the algorithm. If you say something about me that's not right, I'm putting a hit on.
Then he dropped it. Ayo, somebody call a dentist, man. Dame out here losing teeth like scratch-offs. BRO. The whole room erupted. Ma almost fell straight out his chair, laughing so hard he had to grab his mic like it was a lifeline. Producers were screaming, interns were sliding across the floor, and even the camera crew couldn't hold the shot steady. It looked like the funniest earthquake Harlem ever produced.
I don't want to walk in the courtroom, but I guess I had no choice, so I'll do it.
How's everybody doing today, man?
Yeah, man. How did we get here, man? That's all. Some days I just wake up wondering, how did we get here? That's all I want to ask. How did we get here, man? It's just, I had no idea.
But Cam wasn't finished, not even close. He hit another one, leaning forward like he was about to deliver breaking news. Killer, what's really good, man? Forget a toothbrush. Bro needs a whole squad this time. That was it. The studio lost every ounce of control. People were wheezing, crying, slapping the desk, everything. The comments were flying so fast the chat looked like a slot machine on turbo mode.
I don't know how to deal with these things because I'm used to violence. I'm used to dealing with things a different way. I'm not used to going to court, but now I am. So that shit. I'm not beefing with y'all. I'm putting a hit on you. And that is a lawsuit.
And once Twitter caught wind, oh, it turned into a festival. Memes, clips, old Rocafella photos. Everything resurfaced, like someone cracked open a vault of petty history. And somewhere out there, you know Dame was pacing the floor, heated, thinking about the old days when he was the one cutting checks for Ma and Cam, running Roc-A-Fella like a kingdom. Now, he's the punchline on the biggest talk show in hip-hop.
My problems is did the lawn man come to cut the grass? Is the pool clean? You know, I don't have these kind of problems, man. My life is easy, man. Beautiful wife, beautiful life, great kids, man. They can have it, man. I'm bowing out.
Harlem energy is different. They don't let anything slide, not a single moment. But here's the part that makes their show legendary. Mase and Cam didn't turn it into beef. They turned it into straight comedy gold. They flipped shade into entertainment, turned a regular discussion into a world-class roast session, and even tossed in some free dental advice just to twist that knife with style.
Cam, stop tearing down your brothers, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man. Oh, now, to be honest with you, Murder, the thing about it is that you don't know is that you win it too. You just don't pay it no mind. You ain't get brought up about They bring you
in
up
it too.
You in it.
Don't tear me down. Don't tear Mase down. And you know what I'm talking about.
By the next morning, the internet was still gasping for air. Clips everywhere, reactions nonstop, group chats blowing up, everybody replaying the moment like it was the new national anthem. And when Dame finally tried to clap back, man, the moment had already run laps around the internet. It was too late. The joke was officially bigger than him. The internet wasted zero time crowning Mase and Cam the new kings of petty, and social media devoured every second of it like it was Sunday brunch.
They bring you up about twice a month, you just don't hear it. You just ain't paying it no mind. You too high for the voice to reach you, but you definitely in it.
I need you to stop doing that, man. I need you to stop beefing with everybody black. Go with somebody white.
The clips were everywhere. Reactions were exploding, and people were replaying the roast like it was a championship highlight reel. Meanwhile, Dame tried to go live on IG, talking about how real men don't gossip. But the comments section turned into a comedy battlefield instantly. Fans flooded his chat with toothbrush emojis, tooth jokes, dentist memes. It was ugly.
Entertaining, but we also want to be informative. So today I brought in 2 of Las Vegas' finest dentists. These ladies are the best dentists in the state of Nevada. That's why I brought them on the show. I wanted to start off asking questions, but my man Sin City wanted to lead off.
Oh, so I'm starting to see people lose teeth. Is it because of...
One fan even wrote, "Bro, you losing more teeth than deals lately." And the whole chat went up in flames. You could see Dame trying to hold it together, but that Harlem heat hit different. The man couldn't defend himself for more than 2 seconds without getting ratioed into oblivion. Every time he tried to talk, the comments dragged him right back under. And by then, Cam and Mase had already set the entire internet on fire, so every meme page treated Dame like he was the new weekly challenge.
Sorry.
Are we missing the joke?
No, but we know niggas who teeth just be falling out, so I don't
They
know
just
if
falling out of their mouth.
Okay, let's talk
Like
about
they
that.
didn't even have like trauma. Like they're not.
No, they're in the middle of a conversation, and then they be like, yo.
It's a plastic okay.
By the afternoon, clips from It Is What It Is were blowing past 1 million views like it was nothing. And the roast got its own nickname, the Dental Dash Disaster, the Tooth Fairy Takeover, the Dash Dental Roasting Session. Fans were out here naming the moment like it was a brand new mixtape drop. Harlem really turned pain into punchlines and made it viral.
That's what I'm saying, literally.
Okay. So then they need to start looking at implants.
Okay.
Right? So if we're talking about their stuff is falling out.
Seriously, like.
Sorry, I don't want to laugh.
No, we don't want to have
I don't
to.
want to.
Nah, it's okay.
No, what I'm saying is,
disrespectful
we
to
don't
my
want y'all to
people.
miss that we're just laughing because it's not y'all. It's a few people in mid-conversation.
Even other rappers couldn't resist jumping in, laughing emojis under Mase's posts, sneak disses in comments, some even quoting Cam's line, "Bro, don't need a toothbrush, he needs a whole team." At that point, this wasn't just a joke anymore. It turned into a full-on cultural moment, the kind of internet chaos that becomes legend. Everyone had something to say, everyone was picking sides, and Dame Dash accidentally became the star of the funniest roast hip-hop had seen in years.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, God.
And they try to, so that's why
Here's the problem is that the best treatment for missing teeth is implants. Unfortunately, a lot of people cannot
they're
afford.
expensive.
So when your teeth or dentures is like infected, it could cause something like with the brain?
Yeah.
Yes, oral infections like the bacteria that can travel throughout your mouth, and like chronic inflammation. I mean, like that is the root cause of all disease.
You know what? That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Niggas could lose their mind, basically.
The internet didn't just crown Mase and Cam the new kings of petty, it practically threw them a coronation ceremony. Social media devoured every second of that roast like it was an all-you-can-eat Sunday buffet. Clips were looping non-stop, reaction videos were dropping every 5 minutes, and people were replaying the jokes like they were studying game tape from a championship win. TikTok had remixes of the jokes. Instagram had lip-sync parodies.
It's progressive, and they're, hey!
Yeah, your mind.
Honestly,
I start bugging out.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. Sucker.
So people will have like a perfect smile, but don't realize the bone underneath of it is actually deteriorating.
That's why you like if you're talking to someone mid conversation, it could just come out like.
You want a blaster for what color there?
Yeah. Yeah. How, like, what's the time limit, or how many days you think somebody has to go without brushing their teeth till they start losing shit?
What?
Twitter had full breakdown threads analyzing the roast like it was a historic event. Even Facebook aunties were getting in on it, posting the clips with captions like, "Them boys is crazy!" The internet was completely cooked. Then Dame stepped into the fire pit by going live on IG, trying to talk about how real men don't gossip. But the second he opened his mouth, the comments section turned into a full-blown war zone. Fans came in swinging. Toothbrush emojis, dentist memes, cavity jokes, all flying at him like they were in competition. One fan wrote, "Bro losing teeth faster than he losing companies," and the chat exploded.
Being that y'all in y'all field or whatever, I know y'all not supposed to judge or anything. Like you say, you got family members, they got dentures, but do y'all look at that as like the broken teeth as far as dentures, and the veneers is like a class up?
Dame was trying so hard to act unbothered, but you could see that Harlem heat melting his patience in real time. Every time he tried to speak, the comments ratioed him into dust. Nobody was listening. They were too busy roasting him like he owed them money. And the worst part? Cam and Mase weren't even online at that moment. Their energy alone was enough to keep the internet spinning out. By midday, It Is What It Is clips were hitting 1 million views faster than mixtapes used to sell in 03. Fans started giving the roast its own official names: Dental Dash Disaster, Tooth Fairy Takeover, Dash's Dental Daycare.
I feel like everybody should experience being broke because you realize so much more. Like
In the Bible, the closest person to Jesus killed them. It always happens.
When you gotta talk like this because you don't want your dentures to fall out, like you biting down.
It was chaos. It was comedy. It was culture. Harlem once again proved they know how to turn pain into premium entertainment. They don't just roast you, they build a whole festival around it. Even other rappers who normally stay quiet couldn't resist. Laughing emojis, playful jabs, inside jokes, everybody joined the pile-on.
I just feel like there's some things I need to say today.
Sen, do you have dentures?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I just know a lot of people that do.
Oh, okay.
And, you know.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. The questions he's asking is stuff that we have witnessed in the last few months. So his questions are really all legit. Like it's stuff that we've been watching.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
I have things that I want to say, and I think I want to talk clearly, so I'm not going to sit here and rip my teeth all day.
It doesn't fit, and it's moving around when they're talking and chewing, so they have to stay closed.
I don't care for all that.
I wanted to share something I thought that the viewers might really be, if you have a male audience, like gum disease, oral infections actually associated with erectile dysfunction.
Some artists even hopped into the comments quoting Cam directly. "Forget a toothbrush. Bro needs a whole staff." At that point, it wasn't a joke. It was a movement, a whole cultural moment. The type of viral roast session that gets written into hip-hop internet history. And the craziest part, Dame Dash didn't even walk into the smoke. He got dragged into it by accident and somehow became the unofficial star of the funniest hip-hop roast in years.
Wow.
That's my hitter, the little lesbian.
All right, ladies, thank you so much. This was very informative, very educational.
Thank you. Well,
I didn't know that when your teeth ain't right, that you start losing your mind. You know, yeah, it made a lot of sense. Yeah, man.
Yo,
My bad. Sorry.
I used to run up in offices and fight. I could have just sued them. And that's what I should have did. But lawyers make it seem like it's so laborious and so expensive. And you don't want to walk in a building full of cops. You just don't. I don't want to walk in the courtroom. But I guess I had no choice. So I'll do it.
this $300 million lawsuit, did he try to shake you down for like $1 million or $2 million? Like that was for real?
Yeah, so.
$1 million?
Yeah, so
This was one for the books, and the internet made sure it stayed there. Cam looked straight at the camera and said, "We didn't even say nothing crazy. We just told the truth." And Monty doubled down instantly with, "Facts. It ain't shade if it's accurate." The second he said that, the internet lost its entire mind. That line went viral so fast you'd think it got launched out of a rocket. People started quoting it everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, IG stories, YouTube comments. Even celebrities were sneaking it into captions. "It ain't shade if it's accurate" became the new Harlem national anthem overnight. Folks were printing it on shirts, using it in arguments, slapping it under memes. It turned into a whole cultural catchphrase. Harlem had spoken loud and proud, and the world followed. Meanwhile, Dame's old allies, silent. Not a peep. Nobody wanted to stand in front of that Harlem smoke.
You know, he put up the lawsuit online, and then I sent it to my lawyer. I'm like, just in case, I don't care, because it was a digital paper trail. And I was like, whatever, I'm not tripping on the lawsuit. If I got to go to court and countersue, that's what I do. I don't want to do that. So Daniel was like, I ain't even want to tell you this. Dame said if you just give him $1 million, he'll forget about the whole thing. I was like, no. I'm not giving $1 million to make what go away? A snap battle? But then 2 days later or a day later after that, that's when I seen his post saying, let's all work together, let's be cool, yada, yada.
What we doing? Beefing? Let's bring it back together. Let's all get money. Put everything to the side, man. Nobody got killed.
2 days before that, he did say give him $1 million and it could all go away.
When Mase and Cam start laughing together like that, you already know somebody's reputation just picked up another cavity. A few days later, Dame tried to flip the script and reclaim the narrative. He hopped on a podcast talking about how Mase and Cam were jealous of him, trying to paint the whole roast as hate disguised as humor. But man, that backfired instantly. The hosts couldn't even keep straight faces. You could see them biting their lips, covering their mouths, doing anything to stop themselves from cracking up. Clips of them holding in laughter leaked before the episode even dropped. And the internet turned it into another meme marathon. Fans were in the comments like, "Bro, they ain't jealous, they just hilarious," and "How you go from Mogul to meme in 1 week?"
This whole started with Dame and 50. Dame is beefing with 50 Cent on the internet. I bump into 50 Cent. 50 Cent sees me and be like, "Killer, what's up? Getting some money. You know, nigga, what you used to do back in the days, patting the pocket, you getting that money? Cool. Me and 50 good. We ain't got no problem." Dame calls me and says, "Yo, I seen 50. How you gonna let him pap you up?" This is verbatim what Dame said. I'm telling the audience verbatim. "Yo, I seen 50, you and 50, how you gonna let them pap your pockets? That ain't Harlem."
We not, Harlem niggas don't do the Pat Pat Club. When you see niggas from Harlem, just give them a pound.
You down with the Pat Pat Club?
We not in the Pat Pat Club.
How you down with the Pat Pat Club, letting niggas pat your pockets?
Yo, why he giving you the Pat Pat?
Every comment section became a free comedy club at Dame's expense. Timeline after timeline looked like an open mic night with Dame Dash as the unwilling headliner. It was nonstop chaos, and nobody was giving him a break. Meanwhile, Cam casually poured more fuel on the fire by posting a selfie with the caption, "A smile a day keeps the shade away." The internet screamed again. At that point, Harlem wasn't just roasting, Harlem was conducting a masterclass. Dame Dash didn't just catch strays, he caught a whole stand-up special dedicated to him. And that was it. Game over for Dame.
I said, "Dame, you crazy, whatever, man. However you want to say it's crazy, man." He says, "Me and 50 going through something on the internet right now. You mind if I bring that up and say that he was patting your pockets?" I say, "Dame, I don't give a f." Now, mind you, pause this story right there. If you want to say something about 50 cents, what are you calling me for to get my okay if you're beefing with 50 cents? You shouldn't even have to call me about that if you're going to be talking about 50 cents. Dame gets on the blog and says, "Yeah, and this nigga Cam let 50 cents smack him on the ass."
You know, 50 patted him on his hips twice. He gave him a pat pat.
Mase jumped in with a laughing emoji and hit him with, "Tell Dame to floss before he speaks on legends." The comment section didn't just react, it detonated. Verified rappers were chiming in like it was a reunion special, laughing, stitching the clip, quoting lines, calling it the funniest Harlem moment since Dipset had the whole city in a chokehold. Even old school heads who normally stay quiet were dropping laughing emojis like confetti. What made the whole thing even crazier was that every single time Dame tried to clap back, he just gave Mase and Cam more material. They didn't even need to come up with jokes. Dame was serving them on a silver platter. Harlem was cooking him effortlessly, like they were doing stand-up comedy with cheat codes.
So I'm like, yo, why you smacking Cam on his ass like that? Pause, what, in this environment?
Not the Pap Club, not the pockets. Which, Cam, that ain't Harlem. How you let a smack you on the ass? But then again, what you supposed to do when a big, strong come over and slap you on the ass? I'm like, bro, that's not what I agreed for you to say. So when he said it, I'm like, yo, why would he say that? I called and asked you. I asked you, could I say that? That's not what you asked, could you say, because I wouldn't agree to that. I did not agree to that. But I didn't say anything. I ignored it. I ignored the whole I just didn't pick up the phone for the nigga because I'm like, so now after that, he does another interview.
It turned into a one-sided comedy war where Dame showed up with a plastic fork and Harlem showed up with a whole army. By midweek, Dame wasn't trending for business moves, interviews, or anything serious. He was trending under #Toothgate. That's how far the roast went. One viral moment and the entire culture couldn't stop laughing. By the weekend, it was officially over for Dame, at least on the internet. Every blog, every meme page, every reaction channel, and every podcast had joined the roast with open arms. Even people who never followed hip-hop a day in their life were reposting the clips, saying it was the funniest thing they'd seen all year. Harlem had completely taken over the timeline, and Mase and Cam were sitting on the digital throne like two kings watching pure chaos unfold. They didn't even have to roast anymore. Their fans were doing it for them. The internet basically turned into a Harlem block party dedicated to clowning Dame Dash. And that's when you realized, this wasn't just random jokes. This was Harlem showing how deep their bond goes. No matter how much time passes, no matter what changes in the industry, Mase and Cam know exactly how to ignite a moment and make the whole world stop scrolling. They didn't just roast Dame, they created a cultural earthquake. They turned a random live stream into straight internet history without even raising their voices. Just slick talk, confidence, and pure Harlem energy. And Dame? He's been quiet ever since, probably trying to figure out how to recover after becoming a meme legend overnight. That's what happens when you mess with the wrong duo. They'll roast you, trend you, and still look fresh doing it. This wasn't beef. This was a comedy takeover with a hit of nostalgia, and Harlem proved they still run the conversation. When Mase and Cam got Wi-Fi, nobody is safe. If you rocked with this breakdown, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe for more wild hip-hop moments. Trust me, the next video is even crazier. You don't want to miss it. See you in the next one.